Alright, so while I have my camera out and my game out, I might as well get this over with. So, this is Coagulation, aka Blood Gulch in Halo 2. This is the overhead map. I did not actually base this off of the a game overhead, because of course, as some people will know, there's the canyons have kind of like this. They're not boxes. It's not actually a box canyon, so they have this more kind of a regular shape, much longer than this. Okay, yeah. So I made this board from just from my kind of idealized imaginings of how Blood Gulch was and how I could fit on a simple box map. So right now what I decided for our game is to set up all the bases with human weapons to kind of match, I guess, red versus blue canon, where, you know, they don't have randomly alien weapons on their bases, but I did put all alien, besides the shotgun that I would put at the center of the map here, had alien weapons strewn out in the canyon for the team to discover as they ventured out. So here we have like the teleporter entrance and exit points. And we have the ridges here. So this is like a one-way arrow, so you can't go up a cliff, but you can go down a cliff, and this is like line of sight. So if you're here, you can't see up whoever's there, and if you're there, you can't see whoever's in here. So you can like hide in a cliff and stuff. And like we have the elevated spots, so the hills, where I colored in the green. We have like the little like sniper hills in the back of each base there. This is red base here. Got some camo, sword, rocket ammo. So all of these game pieces were made by me a long time ago in a program called Dream Maker, I think that was it, for the open source like a MMO engine called Beyond, Build Your Own Net Dream. And back in the day, it was full of really like fun, like Dragon Ball online games and like Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. The Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is still going on now, but I do remember it being a cooler place to be when I first got into it than it is now, because for copyright reasons the Dragon Ball games were all shut down, and some of my other favorite games just kind of died. But I was just using that program at the time to make little icon stuff, because I was kind of playing around with it by making little vignettes. There was one game that let you import your own custom icons and place them on maps as environment pieces or as items. So I would sometimes, like, I think once I actually built Blood Gulch in this space where people could actually come visit it, and I had placed like the red versus blue characters in different spots and had them say different things. Like I made them, I pretty much made signs with the character icons, so if you bumped into them, they would say something, they would repeat something. Anyway, so that's how I made these. That was like a long time ago though. So I don't actually have these backed up anywhere. It was a couple computers ago which had died, and I wasn't able to transfer the stuff over or back things up. So I can't actually release these. I mean, the best thing I can do is scan them, and you know, people can copy them. But it's not really hard to do. These are really, really simple. You know, it's the kind of things that you'd see in like a Game Boy Advance game. You know, very simple icons. The character icons I actually didn't make myself. I made the custom colors. There's also Elite somewhere, but anyway. But so those I got from a package. Didn't really download them from anywhere. I have tried Googling stuff since, but I can't find these anywhere. So really, this stuff has been traded between players in different icon games. Have sent stuff back and forth. So yeah, I really don't know where to get these back again. So I think here we have the Warthog, which was blown up during our game. This too, I made it. I made that icon myself. But yeah. So here, this is what the actual stat board looks like. So this is the stat chart right here. As you can see, all of red team has been put out of commission. This is blue team, so I pretty much just split the teams into two. So this is how the mechanics work. So we have team leader goes first, so you have Sarge, put its color red, so we know who he corresponds to. Weapon name, and the clips that he has left, so that's the amount of times you can fire. You can fire once per turn. You also roll the die to move once per turn. Team leaders typically have a 8-sided die to move, so they can move up to 8 times, 8 centimeters in one game, in one turn. I mean, non-leaders typically, when they're not played by players, when they're like NPCs, they have 6s. So just I kind of like have things also called like, well, I'll show you that later, but it's like all player characters roll with an 8 to move. So, but you can move before, after you shoot your gun or whatever. So, so yeah. We also have your typically a weapon will start off with half of its munition full, unless it's a battery weapon. In that case, it'll start full. This is because, like, you know, if you start off with the battle rifle. If you find another one or some ammo, you can fill it up. This is your shield, which default is 9. HP is 6. You can't get your HP back, but your shield, if for a whole turn you haven't been damaged, your shields recover. Overshields. Overshields. This is what the overshield looks like. We'll give you here. Actually, I'll just show you that after. So that's what it looks like. So there's the team captain, you know, the player name, and the character name. So you have Captain Summerbreeze, Freelancer Hool, Private Greg, Private Church, and Private Tucker. So yeah, so that's so the X's would be placed there if you're playing a Slayer game, so it's 1 life per player. If it was Capture the Flag game, then we wouldn't be putting X's. Instead, we'd be putting we wouldn't be actually putting points. I think we would it would just be 1 flag capture to win with flag at home, because you know these games take a long time. This is what the flags look like, by the way, red and blue team. So here on the map, I have little different markings where just to remember where the Halo 2 placed the power-ups and weapons, so I know where to put them. Here I have H for heavy vehicle, light vehicle, and Banshee. We'll go there. Okay, so that's enough of that. I guess I can show you the weapons. So this is like the rule book. Here on the back I have my armor colors that can be chosen from. So the Halo 2 multiplayer board game, so players. So you got Spartan Mark 6, he has shields, health is 6, speed 8, attack 3, so I think that's the strength of the melee attack. Accuracy is 8. So that's actually the melee attack, I think. Human, so effect regular melee attack is disabled when players holding a weapon with the capacity to do damage. Of course, sometimes, like when we were playing with roleplay elements. Sometimes I would tell them when like they were able to melee and like when it would be appropriate. So but that's really up to the the dungeon master's discretion, the game master's discretion. Then we have Coven Elite. It's really the same thing here. So we have upgrades. So shields protects the player's HP with a 9-point defense. If the player has not been attacked for one enemy turn, shields are fully recovered. Active camo. This is what the active camo looks like. Temporarily renders the player partially invisible. Effect evasion becomes 12. Enemy accuracy becomes 6. Lasts for 6 player turns. Overshield temporarily protects the player's regular shields with a 27-point defense. Every player's turn since Overshield was acquired, defense points are lost. So between 27 and 20 Overshield, you lose 2 per turn. Between 19 to 10, you just lose 1 until you're down to your regular shields. Juggernaut. So temporarily gives the player superpowers. Effect speed becomes 12, accuracy becomes 12. So there's a Juggernaut power up, but it's it's an ability that can be gained depending on your game type. Some freelancers might have the Juggernaut power up. So like anyone possessed by O'Malley will be able to will have Juggernaut activated when O'Malley decides to come out. So that's just one idea. I also have a Halo 1 set of sheets for this, for when I had the Halo 1 board game. I still have it, but right now I'm just going to show what these look like, really, because I'm not going to like detail these. I mean, if ever I really do upload this, it'll be via scans. So yeah, so you have your weapons. I have like battle rifles. I'll just give you like what the template is. So like battle rifle, the ammo, so it's the total ammo that it can hold at max capacity, so 10 firings. Attack is so the battle rifle has 3 attack damage, so when it hits, this is the amount of points that are lost on the shields, or if the shields are down, it's on the HP. Accuracy, this is like, accuracy in quotations, it's really what you roll to see if it's gonna land. And so because people have a speed of 8, that's what they evade with. The vehicle is slower or faster than an 8. That's what the vehicles are gonna evade with. So someone with firing a battle rifle will roll a 10-sided die. So that's the 10-sided die right here. By the way, here there's the 6, the 8, the 10, and the 12. So that's what this game plays with. So the effect of the battle rifle is double the range. So typically a range around a player for a regular weapon is this much. Then double that will be your regular scope weapon. Sniper rifle can fire around the whole map as long as the line of sight permits. So yeah, so your Magnum, SMG, plasma pistol. Okay, so plasma pistol, I'm going to talk about plasma effects. So the ammo for a plasma pistol is 10. It's battery, so it starts out at max, can't be reloaded. The attack is 1. But the thing, so I'm going to get to that. So accuracy is 8. Effect is a battery weapon, so it can't be reloaded. It starts it with full. Plasma weapon. So plasma weapon means that it does half the damage. Of course, rounding up. It does half the damage to an unshielded opponent, double the damage to a shielded opponent. So typically a plasma pistol will deal 2 damage, and if not, 1. So use up 5 battery points to launch secondary attack. So the attack in that case is 4. Accuracy of that special attack is the enemy's evasion, so their speed. So yeah, so that's pretty much that. 2 times 2 for special. Yeah, times 2 for I think that's the range. Yeah, so it's because it's a homing weapon. So plasma rifle, brute plasma rifle, rocket launcher. So this one is like mega damage here. Effect is has 2 times range, but also has explosion weapon. Explosion weapon means that it has a close range damage radius. So anyone within the target or right next to the target will get the full 22 damage. Actually no, anyone right next will get half that damage, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If firing at an occupied vehicle, accuracy becomes that of the target speed, so that's the typical homing effect. Shotgun. I'm thinking about changing the shotgun and maybe the SMG as well, making them like have full damage at close range and have it taper off at further then. Another thing that I was thinking about improving the game on is adding grenades, because I haven't figured out. I really kind of like, this is like a stripped down version of the Halo mechanics. Because you have to think, this isn't a three-dimensional game. People can't jump. Also, it's kind of like a squad game, because it's an overhead. You have people managing teams. Everyone can only hold one weapon. In a free-for-all game, because everyone's only controlling themselves, I allow 2 weapons to be held by one player, but in team games it's really 1, so it's really role-based. Here I had Destroys Flood in campaign. This is like an instant kill for Flood. So we got the sniper rifle, close and normal range not permitted. In I guess I kind of overlooked that in the RP game that we were playing. I let him do it, but the accuracy was lowered. Brute shot, needler, carbine, beam rifle, sword, sentinel beam, fuel rod cannon. Vehicles. Run over rule. When directly in front of an enemy while occupying a vehicle and ready to drive over them, the driver may choose to run him over by using the amount of movements he has left as his accuracy. Running over does not expend one's 1 attack per turn, and a player may attempt to run players over multiple times. Note, a run over takes out 1 movement after being used. So attack, it does 15 damage. So, what was that, 6 plus 9? Yeah, so it's enough to kill someone. Someone who's doesn't have overshields, of course. Direct explosion rule. When a vehicle is directly damaged by an explosion, it loses explosion points. Once explosion points reach 0, the vehicle is destroyed. Note, players may not attack vehicles without drivers. Unless it's a role-playing game. Light vehicles flip over in non-direct contact or if hit by a hog. So we got Warthog. It's a light vehicle, which means if it's directly hit by 1 explosive weapon, it'll be destroyed. Explosion points 1. So speed is 12. So it moves with the 12-sided die. Attack, shooter only. So this is like the gunner. So it has its own gunner damage. So it's 8. Accuracy of the gun is 12. Effect is 3 seats. So driver, shooter, and passenger. Shooter is medium range only. Then we have the Gauss Warthog. The Ghost has boost. No, it doesn't have boost. Okay, I didn't work that in. Shoots in front, short to medium range, effect plasma. You can move in all directions, doesn't have to turn. You got the Scorpion tank, has 2 explosion points. Banshee, can move, you can fly over stuff. Spectre and Wraith. That's pretty much it for the weapons and vehicles. Now to show you the red versus blue element. Now this is these are the planned games. So I have another thing in there, over there that I'll show you later. Red versus Blue Season 1 planned games. I have Season 2 already done. I think I started making Season 3 game types before I had stopped. So yeah, so like the first game, this is an example. So game name, Mercenary Strike. Arena Sidewinder Blue Base. Game type Team Oddball. So what I did, I found out ways to get the scenarios in Red vs. Blue to kind of shoehorn the storylines into game types so that they're actual games and not just like kind of this persisting storyline. So like I think, okay, well, what did these episodes like feel like? What game type did the encounters match closest to? So, of course, Jimmy got his head bashed in with his own skull, so I thought of making it a Team Oddball game. So the weapon type is human. The players join blue team to fight against Tex. So we have Team Tex versus blue team. So text, color black. Power is active camouflage plus juggernaut. Speed is 8, aggression is high. Aggression high means the player can attack whenever they want. If a player's personality gives them a low aggression rate, it means that they have a 50-50 chance that they're not going to be able to attack on their turn. Priority, so we have so the priority dictates what their primary objective is, unless like role-play elements dictate otherwise. So priority is retrieve ball while killing everyone in a normal shoot radius. So here on blue team we have church, color baby blue, speed 6. Favorite weapon is the shotgun. So that means they go for the shotgun when they can. Aggression is low. Priority survival. Inactive against non-offensive camo. So yeah, so if that means if Tex doesn't attack him, he doesn't attack her. Jimmy, color blue, speed 6. Aggression low, priority retrieve ball and survive. Inactive against non-offensive camo. I think that pretty much just means like they don't see the camouflage person until Tex attacks. So everyone, all the players will join as members of blue team. Next, game 2 is Sarge versus Cappy. Arena Blood Gulch. Game type Team King of the Hill. Weapon type human. Player choice. So the player chooses which team he wants to be on. Red team. So you got Sarge. Since it's team leader, he gets super shields. Speed is 8. Aggression high. Favorite shotgun. Priority is hill control. Simmons. Priority speed is 6. Aggression high. Priority is cover Sarge. Griff is follow Sarge. On blue team we have Captain Flowers, has super shield as team leader, speed 8, aggression low, priority stay at base. Church as priority hill control. Tucker, priority stay between Captain Flowers and Church. The game that we just played was the Warthog. And of course you guys know the episodes if you follow red versus blue. So we got Rookie War, Blood Gulch is capture the flag. So this is where both teams have a vehicle. We have a Warthog and a Scorpion. So Lopez, Simmons, Griff, and Donut versus Church, Tucker, and Caboose, where the player will join the team with the least amount of players. So by default, blue team. Next is game 5, Freelancer Tex. It's Team Slayer. So it's pretty much Tex joins the blue team and wages war by attacking red base. They all have like their own motivations. Game 6 is Stop the AI. So Arena's Blood Gulch. It's Team King of the Hill at red base. So we got Sarge and Lopez, Simmons, Griff, Donut versus Tex. Though because she has the AI inside of her, priority Scorpion, attack red base and any nearby or approaching enemies. So if red-blue team turns on her, she'll be attacking them. We got Tucker, Caboose, pretty much. Back here I have this old French translation of Blood Gulch Blues. For some reason. I guess because my daycare, the children that I was taking care of were French. I guess I just wrote that for fun. Anyway. Also, I'll get out this here. In non-role-playing games, when you just want to add NPCs, if there's not enough players to make a fun game, you can add players from the non-human player list. So if you want to play like a full game full of like NPCs, just like, just trying to win, you can add different characters from red versus blue. So we have Sarge. They each have their class, so they have their own specialties, so like their favorite weapons. Weapon class is the weapons that they're allowed to pick up, so it's kind of like their skill level. I did separate the classes into the weapons into classes, which I won't really detail here. Aggression, speed, and their power, so it's the power they have by default. So some players are tougher to take down than others because they have their own specific ability. CPU level kind of just takes into account all their traits to tell how strong they are compared to everyone else. So Sarge is a level 6, Simmons is a level 3, Griff is a level 3, Donut's level 1, Church is, you got light red there, Church is level 4, So these are people that you can get on blue team or red team. Tex is level 6, has active camo. Tucker is level 3, Caboose is level 1. You can add O'Malley or /Doc, CPU level, that's maximum, so it's level 7. Has the Juggernaut power. Favors the rocket launcher. Weapon class is the first, so you use all the weapons. Red Zealot, level 5. Blue Zealot, level 5. So these are solo people. Spanish Robot Soldier. So this is, these are players. You can add these people to a solo game. Spanish Robot Soldier, CPU level 3. The Alien, level 4. Wyoming, level 6. York, level 4. Red Henchman, level 2. Blue Henchman, level 2. Master Chief, so you can add Master Chief to your game. He's level 7. His powers the Overshield. The Arbiter, level 7 as well. Powers active camo. So you have the top tier players, level 7. O'Malley, Doc, Master Chief, the Arbiter. Level 6 is Sarge, Tex, Wyoming. They have they're the leadership class. They have powers. Level 5 is Red Zealot, Blue Zealot. They don't start with abilities, but they can use any weapons they want because they're multiplayer guys. Level 4 is Church, the Alien, and York. I believe they each have one weakness. Level 3, Simmons, Griff, Tucker, Spanish Robot Soldier. Level 2 is Red Henchman, Blue Henchman. Level 1 is the bottom of the bottom tier is Donut and Caboose. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. I guess I can just show you quickly my my icon bags. So these are the player bags. This is the weapons that we didn't use in our game. You can see the beam rifle there. This is my Halo 1 bag. So this is all the classic weapons and characters from campaign that I would use for story mode. Some of these I made myself. Some of them weren't made by me. I guess I can show you the old version of Blood Gulch that I used for Halo 1. It's about half as big as the coagulation. But just a smaller scale. You got the trees, the teleporters. Here is a French stat sheet for campaign. So you have the different Spartans. You have their weapon. Burst is the French name that I gave to the assault rifle. Élu is elite. Lizard was my name for jackals. Push is grunt. This is my campaign encounter that I had there. Here I was trying to make a wizard map, but I never got around to finishing it. This is my vehicle and objective bag. So we got, the King of the Hill marker, got a Banshee in there. I made these, the Wraith tank and stuff, weapon firings. I use those for when the weapons fire. Halo 1, my Halo 1 list. So we have Master Chief, Captain Keyes, his stats. Got Sarge, Private, Regular Soldier, the ODSTs. Cadet. These are the lame guys that are on the bridge. They don't have a pistol. They're on okay. We got Hunter. It's the tank, Covenant tank. Elite. White Elite, which has the sword. Alright, new memory card and battery. Okay, so next we have the Grunt, regular Grunt. So yeah, I all stuck them with just one weapon each. For each class. So the Elite has the plasma rifle, sword, energy sword for the White Elite. The Jackals have plasma pistol. The Grunts hold the Needler. White Grunts hold the fuel rod gun. The Sentinel has its own weapon. Then we have the Flood Carriers. This is all in French because this is back when I was only playing with French kids. Then we have the Covenant, Covenant Flood, which hold the rocket launcher. Human Flood, which carry a shotgun. Regular Flood, so in the Flood Infection form, they have their own attack. Then the Halo 1 weapons, so you have the rocket launcher, flamethrower, sniper rifle, the shotgun, assault rifle, the pistol, we have the fuel rod gun, plasma rifle, needler, plasma pistol, tank, jeep, a Warthog, rocket hog, the banshee, and the ghost. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And that covers the, I guess, the introduction to my Red versus Blue Halo board game. Any other details, I guess, will be scanned, and maybe I can put up further games down the line that I ever have with this. I don't know when that will be, though, so it will be at least a month from now before we play again.